นะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะพุทธังสรณังคัจฉามิธัมมังสรณังคัจฉามิสังฆังสรณังคัจฉามิ Good evening, friends in the Dhamma. Today is Saturday, the 12th February 2022. This evening we have the program Monk Chat. I normally chat with Venerable PANYAVAJIRO, who is normally we chat together and sit to each other here. But today he is in Poland still. Hopefully he shall be back in our to England soon. But however, I will ask him to join us this evening. At the moment, there is nobody join me yet, so no question yet. But however, let us say hello to PANYAVAJIRO. Good evening, PANYAVAJIRO.
Good evening, Jajan.
Where are you now?
It's still in Poland.
In Poland, yeah. In Poland, yeah. How everything there?
Okay, actually, very good. Yeah.
So I mean, actually very good. What you have to, we are expect you to be back. When you think you can come back to England?
I'm coming back on Wednesday.
Oh, this Wednesday?
Yes.
Oh, that's very good then. So you can go to Primat. We can go to pick up the monks at the airport in London. So this Wednesday will be 16, isn't it?
Yes.
Right. Okay. That's very good. Very good. So really, I like to at the moment there is nobody turned up yet, but however I can to get you on camera now. Okay. Okay now. Okay. Here we are. Hello. Right. Very
Maybe
good.
we're boring.
Why? What exactly your plan to be here? And also, can I ask you a little bit about the work that we are looking at the temple now? I mean, pretty much things. What can we say about that? What you plan to do with the WBDO? We have been here for so far already. So have you any idea?
I'm hoping to be able to go down there and find some people to help and start doing some work again.
Yes, very good, very good.
Yeah.
Work for Buddhism, yeah. Work for our WBDO, yeah. I
want to try and make a very large meditating hall.
Right.
Out of the what I'm going to call the tin building. The upstairs floor
right
is very large. And I'd like to make it a good entrance to it from upstairs.
Right.
And clean it up and make it into a proper meditation hall.
You mean upstairs?
Yeah.
Which one is
the
tin building?
There's a possible entrance.
You
from
mean
the
tin
road
building?
straight into the
You mean
hall.
tin building, yeah?
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to make that nice, or nicer anyway.
Okay.
So we have a proper meditation hall. I mean, if people get the scouts in, schools in,
right,
we would easily be able to get 50 or 60 people in there. Whereas at the chanting room in King's Bromley, 30 is pushing it.
It's true, isn't it? We are very small in King's Bromley. We got about up to 30 people come at a time. Yeah.
Yes.
Not that many. Yeah. So what I plan to do, what you think is the WBDO center there? Can we, if we manage to get everything done, can we think of the possibility of open like something like official open in May, the end of May, I would like to invite the monks from everywhere to join and see this is what to show them the place. What do you think? Is possible or not?
Oh, it's very possible. I mean, monks will have quite a long journey. But it's more than possible. But it would take some weeks to get ready for that.
Right.
I mean, but yes, of course it's possible. It's what we want, really, is an opening ceremony of one sort or another.
Yes, because the monks in Norway and in America and Europe, many of them ask, including Singapore, say, how far that your work is done. I explained to them clearly, it's not that easy, but it's okay now. It's okay, good enough. Then they saying okay, and I said, they said, can we have the special open something like if we got the place, and then at least to be seen that head office there. It might be good idea for us to use some of the venues there to be open. However, they would like to have the connection with university. If university can be involved, at least for an hour or two, have a conference, and then it will be very good. And then they said, well, we could provide food for the people who turn up, about representative of religions or whoever. It's not more than 100 people. That just only official ceremony, official opening for the place. But we might have to use a hotel or university or hall at university to do it. Anything possible? They asked me.
Well, why are you saying we have to use the university, a hall in the university?
Well,
we've got a perfectly good hall of our own.
Yeah, they said because we would like to show the connection of the public place in the future. That intention. And after that, in the afternoon or whenever I come to the site, such some, because it's not really big. We have to put everything right first. For example, the carpet and everything to be. You can't just let the people see just plain building.
No. I mean, work has to be done.
Yeah.
But it's. I mean, yeah. All you're really saying is you either spend a fair few weeks cleaning up what we've got, or a fair few weeks organising it at a university. I mean, you're going to have to book a hall. That might take 3 months. I don't know.
That is my intention. Anyhow, so this is something. It might be good for us to talk about it. Okay. From the last week, we got a question, and we didn't answer properly. I like to continue about the question. Can we talk about the question in the past? Because last time we were coming to the idea of the happiness. Yeah. Because the happiness is quite something that we think we might be good to. Now, how did you find your happy over there, and how you find your happiness here in this between the two countries? You seem jump about between two countries a lot. Sorry, out of the blue question.
No, I understand what you're saying to me. I was just thinking, because you see, you carry, you can't run away from mental illness. You cannot run away from unhappiness. You cannot run away and leave your happiness behind unless something goes wrong. So generally, I am equally happy in any country, anywhere. Generally, there's a level of happiness in me.
Right.
But long ago, I learned what the Buddha teaches. And I mean, I learned to stop wanting everything and spending money willy-nilly, trying to make myself feel better. I feel quite good without having to go and buy new things. I don't need them. It's happiness for me is pretty well there most all of the time, unless something serious goes wrong with my life. Someone throws a spanner at me or something, makes things difficult for me. But generally, I'm continuously happy. Even when things are not going right, if I'm doing something, working of one sort or another, there's an underlying happiness there. I'm not sort of mad or sad continuously, week after week. It doesn't happen. It might make me jumpy a bit for a short while, but no, it doesn't happen.
Well, today there is no question asked, but I got the question last week. How can people find and keep their happiness? That is our friends, Mr. Fisher asked the question. That is something you may look at it. How can you help me to answer this question? You know why?
Well,
Because
I
of
mean,
you
before I
under
discovered the Buddha and the
right.
Dhamma, I wouldn't have answered it in the same way. Sorry, I've just had a child throw something at me. No, I wouldn't have answered in this way previously, but you know, over the decades, I've owned just about everything a person can want to own.
Yes.
You know, everything from large houses to, I don't know, the best cars or whatever. I've owned them all. And after a while, you become sort of numb. They don't mean anything to you. They just don't mean anything special. I mean, the most recent thing is that my son's bought me a new Bentley, and it's still on the drive in Beckenham, is it? Because it's a nuisance. It's not something special. It is special, but it's not special. I don't want it. I don't want it. It's a nuisance. Parking it wherever I park it, there's always something to be said, and people scratch the darn things. They do all sorts. There's no point in them. And parking on the parking spaces that we're given these days is just, you need 2 parking spaces, and that causes trouble all the time. It's a very inconvenient thing. So, I mean, I've had them all. So many decades ago, I gave up wanting new things all the time.
Why you gave up? Why you gave up? You think? Why you gave up before you are not before you really want to have it? And now
well, when I was in my 20s and 30s, yes, and maybe well into the 30s, yes, but gradually it became nothing. And I wanted less and less. I mean, you can say I've got what I've got, but I don't need it, and I don't need anything new and special. That my ego is okay on its own. I don't need to spruce it up with a new whatever. So I learned these things way before I read the Buddha's Dhamma. Way before. But the Buddha lays it down very, very clearly and very carefully. I mean, he first describes what dukkha. Books generally don't sort of tell you what he means by that. They say unsatisfactoriness or some sort of pain. I don't know. But in fact, it's a sort of underlying feeling just underneath the mental surface of not being quite. If the word isn't happy, but not being feeling quite as good as you could have done. Things are a little bit disappointing. It's not what it could be. It's not what you expected life to be. And just underneath the surface, it's there. And you know, people can become very miserable, depressed, or whatever, because every now and then it comes to the surface, something little happens, it makes them miserable as sin. They can't have the new whatever, and that makes them miserable because this underlying bad feeling, this underlying misery comes to the surface. I can't have my new blah blah. And it makes them miserable. Something happens in relationships. Same thing. Up comes the misery because I can't have it. And even when I've got it, it's no good. You know, it's disappointing. And people know this sort of lower level, but it just runs through your brain all the time. And he made that clear. And that's what stops people being happy. And so then he made it clear that the cause of this is this wanting. I mean, I can't have this because, well, I'm wanting, I'm craving after it. A bad relationship. It's just the same thing. I'm craving for a good relationship. Someone who I don't want round me, I've got an aversion towards it. I want them gone and they won't go, or I can't move them on. Whatever, all these things are things that make people miserable or stop them being truly happy. It's only when you give up all this craving. Some of the books call it renunciation, giving up, giving away, stopping it.
Good.
There's a piece in the Dhammapada where I can't remember the name of the number. I can't remember it. But it's most clear that when you've given up these things, this craving, this needing, you can learn to make yourself more healthy mentally.
Right.
But by greed disappears. Greed's a big word. It includes everything you can think of when you're needing, wanting. No, it's not just greed or I'll eat a whole plate of food. It's much more than that. But it gradually disappears. That does. And instead of they use the word delusion, instead of being sort of kidding yourself that you're right, you're thinking right. Or you need this thing, or you're right to want this thing, or you should have it, or that person, or whatever. You don't delude yourself into thinking like that. It can't be. You don't actually want it badly enough to crave after it. There's nothing to sort of need once you. I mean, if you're lucky enough to have had it, then you've learned in one way. But if you're not lucky enough to have had it, then you have to learn in another way. That is, you have to work at it. You've got to. I mean, you can understand the Dhamma, but then you have to work at giving up this craving, because that's what it's all about. I think anyway. And good meditators handle this very well indeed. I mean, some of the ladies that I've met have been very good at being sort of level-headed. I don't know what words to use. But I only learned this sort of on paper through reading the Dhamma.
Right.
And it's so true. So true that we can be happy and remain happy when we're not sort of craving after things all the time. When you find ways of being satisfied with life.
Well, I like to do break
really rich. Now, I would like to have friends who really are ultra wealthy. And just occasionally, he or she can do something I know I never could.
What is that?
There's a flash goes through my mind that I'm sure that's jealousy.
I see.
But it doesn't stay there, because actually I don't need it. It'd be nice to have it sometimes, but I don't need it.
So you mean the jealousy make a trouble?
It makes you less unhappy.
That's very clear.
It just below my mind now of being generally just slightly miserable. I don't have that feeling any longer. Well, I don't have that feeling, period.
Well, that is very good point. I think the people can find and keep their happiness because they are satisfied with themselves, the first. And second, and you think during the time that you were young and you're looking for something in your life a lot, and now you find yourself it's not necessary to have all of this anymore. More or less you try to put away and give up, and then you learn from yourself that the other person is not happy because they have something like a jealousy of the other. That is good point, because if you have jealousy, how can you sleep if someone gets something better than you and you can't sleep?
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah, because someday maybe just they have something that, oh, they have something better than me, so I can't. So I can't sleep. Yeah, because jealous of the other people. Yeah.
That's right. That sort of feeling is one that brings you down. It ruins your life at the end of the day.
Right.
You know, I had a mother who would never go anywhere unless she was covered in diamonds. I really mean this.
Really?
And when she was demented in her old age, she
Yes.
actually verbalized it. She actually said, you know, I was complaining she was going to put all these things on, and well, people will think I've got nothing.
Yeah.
And you know, that sort of struck me as being really insecure, really feeling as though, you know, she needed these diamonds to, oh, and the new car every year, maybe two, I don't know. But she needed these things to sort of make herself feel good in society.
You mean feel good and happy is the same or different?
There's little events like that throughout a lifetime that you can put your finger on that sort of wakes you up to the real world.
Right.
And jealousy and envy and all these sorts of things, they're just words, but they really are meaningful when you're suffering them. They really are.
You make a good point here. During the time that you were young, you have so much of this energy of whatever you're looking for, and then you like to have more and more. But now you're getting more older, if you like. You got everything in your life, and now you feel you don't want to have this. And you look at the other person like a silly they are. They are just all of this is nonsense to you or nonsense to them. That is maybe a good thing to look at it. And then you look at the jealousy. If you have so much jealousy of the other person, it's very unlikely for that person to be happy because you're not satisfied with yourself.
You can't be jealous and happy.
No.
You can't be insecure and happy. You have to be strong in yourself, in your own world, in mental world, strong in your own world, and not be directed by other people. And they don't do. I don't mean you do this, you do that, but oh, he's got this or she's got that. They're going on holiday and they're doing this and that and the other. I went to a meeting before I came here to Poland. And part of the meeting, there were only 10 or 12 people there. We were having a meeting around a big table. A lot of people were eating. But there was a lady dentist, a very loud lady. And all she could do, this was twice this, or not once, all she could do was boast about what she got, what she was going to have next. Going to have a villa in Spain, and I had one there many decades ago, and it was a bit of rubbish, to be honest with you. But you know, the all that sort of stuff. She was going on, and she was putting other people down, making them uncomfortable. And yet these people meet regularly, and yet still she goes on about these things. And her husband just sat there and, well, just let her get on with it. But you know, made everyone feel uncomfortable to the point where one man refused to come along again, just simply because he couldn't put up with it. And that lady is very insecure. She's a dentist earning a good living, and yet she's still insecure. Will she ever get any real security in her life? No, I don't know. But she's just got to boast all the time. No, I could go on about this, and I don't want to, but these sorts of things make me feel sorry. Nobody makes me feel sorry for them. Previously, I would probably have been angry with her. Right. Knowing me, I'll probably have told her sooner or later.
Good.
That you know to shut up one way or another. Not now. I feel more sort of. I understand that whatever's been going on in her life in the past, as in her childhood things, she's been left with this this insecurity in social circles that she has to shine, and I'm the best. Say it, and that's something that's happened in her life. She's obviously never felt really secure. So nowadays, I feel sorry that she has to be like that. How crazy can that be?
Right.
Previously,
Well,
I would have kicked
but
the bottom.
Panyavajiro, thank you for your point. It's very good. How can people find and keep their happiness? What about our friend here? What do you think? How you can see your happiness?
Who's here now? I don't know.
Huh? You can say something.
Oh, Daniel.
He been
Hello,
happiness.
mate.
Can you say something
Oh,
about
my
that?
goodness.
Yeah. Well, what is your happiness?
Hi, Bob.
Hiya, Dan.
Happiness. It's hard to find, really.
Yeah.
A lot of people are searching for it, and the only place that I found happiness was within, and trying to keep it is also probably as hard as finding it, because you've just got to keep practicing, and a lot of people are searching for happiness in material things, and I've never found anything, any form of happiness long lasting through anything material, only through looking after myself. And you can't look after other people until you've looked after yourself and look after yourself. So
right.
Try finding it within yourself rather than anything material is my advice. And
very good that he just jumped in here and asked. This is sorry, forget to introduce our friend here because he jumped in the studio, and his name is Daniel. And Daniel had been here from time to time for how long, Daniel? A month, 2 months.
Yeah, something like that.
About 2 months. And during the time that you are in the temple, and you think because the people ask how can people find and keep their happiness, that is quite serious. It's quite good question to answer. They need to be answered in the right. And also, I like to see how happiness to you. What is happiness to yourself? Because your happiness and the other happiness may be different. Panyavajiro just say about his success and also what he's looking for in his life at the beginning, and he got everything. He got the big houses. He got the He got the big houses. He got so and so and so, and then he not satisfied with his what he got. So what is at the moment he said, well, he got his house, he got the house, he got everything from his very young age, and now he getting old and he's a monk now. And short time he like to leave the monk after when he finished our WBDO center. Then I wish ask him anyhow. So I don't know. I wish or he wish, I don't know. However, so if everything done, my personally happiness, I think, as you say, is within yourself. What exactly within yourself? Can you explain briefly what it means within yourself to me?
Yeah, to spend time on yourself, really, and look after yourself, however that may be. I like to have a dance and a cold shower in the mornings. That's what makes me happy. And a little bit of chanting's also good for everybody.
It teaches you not to want things, not to crave after everything. And if you can learn that lesson, then you're laughing all the way to the bank, as far as I can see. Because doing nice things then are that's sort of a bonus.
It's a bonus.
Because
Yeah.
if you don't need it, then you can, if you get it anyway, then you enjoy it that much more. Yeah, you do. I mean, when I first read the Dhamma, which was about 10, 11 years ago now, it was a proper eye opener for me. But then, of course, I hadn't practiced it in that way. And I think what people have got to do, what we've got to try and encourage people to do, is come and learn, practice meditation at the temple, not just at home, but with proper sort of instruction, other people around doing it, so that you can learn to give up this craving for this, that, and the other, the jealousy, and all the bad things that come out of greed and aversion and delusion. It's people that come to the temple and say we get people who are in need, people who've got a problem. They come to the temple, and when they leave 12 months later, on and off, then that's gone. Why is it gone? Because they've practiced the Dhamma really without even knowing it. I mean, don't go around having lessons on the Dhamma unless you really want them. But it's practicing the Dhamma, watching or being guided by the monks, just their behaviour. Not sit down and listen to this, unless you ask, but just their behaviour. And people, I've seen them get well many times. So it is a matter of really the contact that you can have with the temple. It's like Christians, they never go to church nowadays, or English Christians don't, and they get nothing out of it. But religion is sort of like it's important, like roads and train lines and other infrastructure. It is an infrastructure. It's a social infrastructure rather than a physical infrastructure. It's something you actually need, some sort of way of living, as it were. And if you look at Christianity at the root of it, it's good enough. If you look at Buddhism at the root of it, that is specifically aimed at reducing suffering and therefore increasing happiness. I mean, just by reducing suffering, you are increasing your happiness. So I think I choose Buddhism because it's a proper route, and I can prove or disprove everything that's said. I'm going to believe anything. There's nothing to believe. You can either use it and prove it, or you can leave it alone. But I think more people should be in temples and actually practicing. I've never really understood this silent retreat you all have.
Silent retreat.
No, I don't. But if it's silent,
John's never silent.
Then okay.
No, he is in silent retreat last week. How you feel? He was silent.
Only half of the day.
Half of the day silent.
Did you last the whole day or more?
No, half of the day.
He got something to do. Yeah,
I was done after dinner.
Oh.
But it's good because the people left it very good feeling. Silent, very good.
Well, I mean,
silent is go, isn't it?
Look, it's what does it for you that counts.
Yes.
I mean, unless you've tried it, you don't know whether it works for you, do you?
Agree.
It's what does it every time. And I don't know. I mean, I don't really. Some of the things sound a bit sort of ethereal to me, like being silent for a day or a week or a year. It just seems completely beyond me. But if it quietens your mind and allows you to sort of settle your mind down, then okay. As I said, what works for one. I'm not sure it's work for me.
Well, the question next one just arrived. Yeah. Can feeling good to clear our past traumas and negative mind patterns? So, who would like to answer this question?
Can feeling good to clear
Can
off.
feeling good clear
Yeah.
our past traumas and negative mind patterns? When you cancel someone,
Right.
you
That
are
is very
trying
good
to
that you've been
use logic
right.
to help them understand, better understand their situation, better understand how they feel. And as they become to understand things, they become happier. And not greatly, but happier. And I
Right.
think that feeling good, happiness, does actually help with mental health, period. It's not just something that comes and goes. When you're feeling happy, feeling good about your life, then mental health becomes good too. It stays okay. I mean, it won't get any worse anyway. But mental health is one of these things which people talk a load of rot about. I mean, you're either born with a mental problem, or you develop a mental problem through a process of becoming ill.
Right.
And so they're quite different. And it's these processes that we talk about, really. I mean, proper mental illness is something you can do nothing about in ordinary settings anyway. So I would suggest that we're talking about these processes of becoming mentally ill.
Right.
And if your level of happiness is lifted, as it were, through better understanding of yourself and of the world around you. I mean, once you understand, you actually don't need this, that, and the other. Sometimes it's nice, but to sort of want it or show off or be jealous of someone else, envy is another bad one, isn't it? It's the same thing but different. It's these things that make you feel unhappy. When you learn that there's no real need for them, then they disappear and you become happier. And yes, your mental health will be better because the process of becoming ill is sort of interrupted. And if someone then becomes aware that their mental illness is actually a process, they can actually do something about it themselves, which is what we do really when we counsel people. Yeah.
Well, you have been
all very complicated.
Yeah, you know the area that you are working was very complicated about this kind of
I don't know. What I do know is I've got two
yeah.
children who are starting to fight in the other room. I'm just going to go and sort them out and I'll come back.
Okay, then thank you. Well, thank you,
He's going to watch, really.
Yes. So you, from your opinion, what do you think in this? Because of something about negative thought and the people go to wrong direction, and after that, have you help them about negative thought pattern? That is, you have anybody who come along or came across in your life at all? This person have the problems, and how you see, and how you feel, because now you've been involved with the temple just from time to time you visit, and then how you feel, any good feeling, any positive thought, anything negative thought about in the past, and then build up and then remind you about that.
Yeah, I had a trauma from being a child, probably, of being dyslexic and standing up in front of a class, being able to read.
Oh, you have that problem like that, yeah.
Well, that was I had that when I was a child, and when I came back to the temple, that occurred to me for the reason being that Ajahn asked me to do some reading in front of everybody.
Oh, I see.
Like he does all the time.
And then you got that something like that occur, I mean, come back. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. We didn't know that. Then I just asked anybody to take part in reading. We don't have no.
Well, that was a trauma that I had
Oh, I
that I didn't
see.
realise that I had, that came up on the first time that you asked me to do a reading.
You can't read properly.
Well, I can't read properly, but
Oh, I
there's
see.
plenty of people that can't read,
That's normal, yeah.
properly. So, but when I was a child, it felt.
Well, when the monk read, the monk read, they read because they can't read anyway. They had a problem. They had a problem. When they had a problem, and then I expect English people can read. That's what I thought. Yeah. And then when English people can't read, it's the same as a monk. Yeah, the same. Anyhow, so that the question is done. Thank you, PANYAVAJIRO. You are there now. Next question is the last question for the day today. Thinking about Hinduism and Buddhism. Okay, now, do Buddhists and Hindus, Buddhism have a link? And the link between Hanuman and Buddhism is quite interesting question. I have no idea what it's about. Can you answer that, Punjab?
Well,
I'm Hanuman.
Buddha, as a prince, would have been brought up as a Hindu. And I think what he did was find fault with Hinduism. I know that he hated the caste system, or he just didn't agree with it, because it meant that just by being born, your whole life was sort of mapped out in front of you. So if you were born a Brahmin, you knew everything and you had everything and you had control and all sorts. If you were born in English terms, what is it? Untouchable. The people who did the lowest and the lowliest work, they were untouchables forever in life. They never could get out of it, never could grow and themselves and do something new, even if they were highly intelligent or very skilled people. They were never given any real credit, and they were always the lowest of the low. People wouldn't touch them, hence the name untouchables. People would treat them very badly all of the time. The Brahmins, on the other hand, they were treated like next to God, were always right, and had everything, including control over people. Even the Brahmins that were just sort of landless, as it were, they still had massive respect from the people. And just by dint of birth, and the Buddha didn't like that one bit. He made that very clear in his speaking, different places. He made that very clear. So that's the link, is that he was a Hindu. There are certain aspects of Hinduism that are in Buddhism even now, but I think he rejected Hinduism because of the caste system that he really didn't like. I mean, he was a teacher of people, and to do that, you've actually got to have a lot of feeling for the people. You've got to feel empathy for the people. You've got to be able to put yourself in their feet and in their shoes and feel the world from their point of view. And he could do that. I mean, it's obvious he could do that. Well, didn't just could do it, did it all the time. So he felt strongly that people should be treated as equals, no matter what you were born into. Well, he obviously went sort of off on a tangent, and developed the idea of the Buddhist ideas through enlightenment, of course. At the end of the day, I mean, at the end of the day, he went off and he tried the two extremes. He had everything in his life, realized it wasn't worth having, and it didn't do any good. Everything was impermanent. Everything just went to pot, as it were. And he realized that. So that extreme he didn't like. The other extreme of punishing the body, as it were, he realized actually it's the mind you've got to sort out, not the body. Punishing the body doesn't do any good at all. So it's the mind that has to be worked on. So he doesn't like that way. Hence the middle way.
Right.
The Four Noble Truths, and especially the Eightfold Path.
That's very good. It's clear enough in this. I would like to say,
that's why people. If you come to the temple, if you work on these things, you become able to understand them better. Take right view. Right view is fundamental to the whole of the Eightfold Path. But no matter which part you talk about, you've got to have the right mental, right mental faculties, right mental thoughts to actually go through with any one of them. So learning about right view and practicing it, what you're learning, then makes you a better Buddhist, that's for sure. But it also gives you the opportunity to travel the path. But you have to do it. It has to be done, as it were. So hence the reason I keep on going on about people should be going to the temple. It doesn't, I'm not saying come every day or anything. In fact, it would be a nuisance. But I am saying that people ought to try and find out more about the Buddha's Dhamma in order that they could make their lives happier. By curing suffering, you're actually making yourselves a lot happier.
Well, I got one more question here. Namaste. What sort of panya will Buddhist monks developed? Interesting. Pavani. Yeah. Let's ask the question. What sort of panya or what wisdom that you develop when you are as a Buddhist monk? Okay, that's very good question. I think that is the wisdom that each monk here they develop is, I think, understand at least they understand the nature of life and the difficulty of life.
Well,
yeah. That's my understanding. What your monk
said? Yeah. I've just said that you need to better understand the Dhamma itself to be able to see that more you know, the better you are at a thing.
Right.
It doesn't matter whether it's something that's physical or whether it's something that's up in the sky. The more you know, the better you are at it. So the Buddha's Dhamma says to you, look, everything is dukkha to start off with. That's the basic understanding. Now, understand this. When you get rid of dukkha, reduce dukkha, you become happier. So when you're a monk, you are obliged to live it every day. And that means that you become wiser just simply because you are living the Buddha's Dhamma, really. You are. Whether you like it or think it or not, you are. And it's around you all the time.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, thank you, PANYAVAJIRO. Thank you for the question, for Pavani. Thank you very much for your question. I think the wisdom as a Buddhist monk, after many years as I was a novice and monks after many years, I think without understanding about life, about nature of the people life or life in general. So this wisdom is occurred by hear and use the Buddha teaching, and Buddha teaching can help me to see the inner wisdom. Which is this wisdom is to try to overcome difficulty, especially when you have some anger. You learn how to deal with the anger. When you have something beyond that become defilement. That is wisdom can be part of your development of your skill. Otherwise, if you don't have any kind of experience of wisdom or meditation, whatever, it's not that easy at all to deal with the feeling that you have to deal with in your daily life, like a lay person. So the monk life, you can expect something. If someone shouting at the monks or shouting at you, if you are not a monk, and then I believe some of them people they are in absolutely respond in very nasty way. But if you are a monk, and at least the monk feel they learn something and then have behave themselves, that I think that is my my personal approach in this area. Anyhow, so that is very small suggestion. Today is tomorrow, sorry, tomorrow is our function. Tomorrow is the day that we have Mahapuja Day, and I would like to let our friend know tomorrow a day that the Buddha he gave the first layout of the teaching to his disciple. So tomorrow, just let PANYAVAJIRO know that we have the function tomorrow, and then Mahapuja Day at the temple. And if you are very close to any temple, please go to close your temple, because tomorrow many temples have the similar or more or less the same activities in Mahapuja Day. I think that another way that you can increase or develop your skill, develop your knowledge or wisdom. And as Buddhist monks, we are part of our culture to help people in society. Um, I think not only the monks can develop their wisdom. I think the monks they can the same as the lay person. The lay person also develop their wisdom the same as a monk wherever they are. But depend on how much that your mind. If your mind is corrupted, and it's not very good. If your mind is pure, it will be very good to go that direction. Okay, PANYAVAJIRO. Now we come to the program of the idea of tomorrow program. I would like to let you know that tomorrow our function have early morning about 10 o'clock, and then if friends whoever they are going to be here, now welcome, because we have the special chanting in the morning and for arms, and then the people offer Salakapatta. Salakapatta is to pick up they bring their belonging, fruit. They write their name and then in the bowl, and then if the monk pick up this one, and then the monk they're going to give offer to that monk tomorrow. So whoever come, and then we have the number of the Salakapatta for them tomorrow. And the special tomorrow is, what is special? It's special because tomorrow is day that we know that the Buddha, who the first time he gave gave give a sermon to to 1,250 monks. Sorry, that is the first thing that we learn from our the scripture. And that 1,250 monks came to the Buddha without appointment, if you like, and then or arrangement. I would like to say here for our friends who are not Thai, if they like to know what exactly the purpose of this special day tomorrow. The special day tomorrow we call Mahapuja Day, and we know that it's more than 2,500 years ago, and it happened with 1,250 monks came to the temple to the Buddha, and none of them make any appointment to the Buddha, and all of them ordained by the Buddha himself. And after that, and the Buddha decide to give the Dhamma. And what we are supposed to do tomorrow, we have the commemorate the Buddha statue. We offered and listen to the Dhamma talk. What happened in that period, in the time? that period at the time is very good when the monks come together and listen to the Buddha, and all of them learn how to behave in a proper way. That Buddha teaching tomorrow is very good to look at in the lay out the teaching for the monks. What exactly he lay out for the monks to learn? At least we learn foundation of the teaching, like Sapapapasa, Akaranang, don't do anything bad. Gusala Supa Sampasa, do good, anything good, and then Satitya Pariyo Tapanang, yeah, purify your mind. That is a very simple part that we can say this is part of Buddhism. Now, I would like to talk to our friend here. Have you been to any place in the temple, any kind of activity before, apart from this one in your life, Daniel?
I've been to a few temples, but no activities in temples.
I see.
Apart from the ones that you've taken me to.
I see. Okay, I mean apart from the one we went to visit. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
no, I haven't.
so really you haven't seen much of the temple activity. Yeah. Tomorrow will be the first time more.
No, I saw the one activity that we did for the mortgage.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Yes. Oh, similar. Yeah. Then you have done that.
And also the activity, I
Right.
think,
Okay.
when we
Right.
somewhere else that we went to another temple.
Okay. Okay. Somebody here
Maybe
says
Swartz.
thank you. Thank you, Lost Venerable. Namaste. Will be the telecast. Will there be live telecast? Thank you. Probably have answered. Thank you very much. Now is the time to finish our program now. Panyavajiro, I would like you to confirm when you're coming back to England. One of us miss you, yeah. The monk miss you here.
I booked two flights, one for Wednesday and one for Sunday.
Oh, you have to make sure you come the
I'm
Wednesday
taking the
first.
Wednesday flight.
Yeah. So
I think
I
I'm
would like
getting in
you.
the evening.
Yes, I would like to make sure that you are a person who make the video uh, move forward. That is important. So we got someone who expect you to tell them what to do. The one person just arrived yesterday and offer their support. If anything at all needs to be done for the WBO in the future, he very happy to help us. He see what we are doing, we have done so far is very good for the Buddhism. Which is yesterday we have the big gathering to learn about how Buddhism can help the people, and today this morning we have special chanting for the film star. His name Kakan Marek, who become a monk in Thailand. We chant blessing for him. He's very happy for that. So all of this we are working together from different part of the world, every corner of the world, to work together as a global. Yeah. So because you are working like that, that's why I would like to thank you, and then you must continue and also consider to do what is the best for Buddhism in the future. That is important. Yeah. So if you look at the Buddhism for the just only small place, not very good. We have to look at the Buddhism as a whole idea, how to make things possible for the people to, like the other day, the bishop came here. The bishop also liked the idea of, okay, that's very good to do it now. So we might move everything work together, will be very good. Now, it's the time to finish the program. I thank you very much, Panya Vajiro here, and thank you for watching the program today, everybody. Today I didn't invite many people to come for the question, but however the question that we have is good enough for all of us to understand briefly. Thank you very much, Kun Noi Taylor. Thank you very much, Kun Nick Lekakis, and then Natia, who say hello for the program today. And thank you very much for Panya Vajiro and our friend here, Daniel. Thank you for coming, and may you be happy and stay healthy. I'd like to say thank you for all of you. อภิวาทนาสีลิสนิจจังพุทธาปจายโนจัตตารโอธรรมาวัฏันติอายุวันโนสุขังพระลัง Okay, good night, Panya Vajiro.
Good night, all. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Good night, Pop.
Good night. See you soon.
Okay.
Bye bye now.
Bye.